video is about the chat page of my chat application. So in my previous videos, we talked about the sign up page, the sign in page, and the home page. So this video is about the main section of this chat application. So it's pretty obvious. You use a chat application to chat. So in this video, we'll be talking about the process of our chat page. So before moving on to the chat page, we should sign in. So today I'll be signing in by Mr. Whiskers, mobile and password. So I'll give 076 613 32 30 and then I'll give the password. And now I'll sign in. So welcome to Chatify. Hello, Mr. Whiskers. And now I'll OK this. So this is the home page. So we talked about this home page in my previous videos. So now y'all can see that Mr. Whiskers has incredible friends such as Beluga, Skittle, Hacker, Ricky, White Rose, and Blackie. So now Mr. Whiskers' best friend is Beluga. So he has been chatting a lot with Beluga. So now let me show y'all how we can exchange messages between two users. So let's tap on Beluga. Okay, so this is our chatting screen. And now we all can see that the chat has loaded likewise. So now let's send a message to Beluga. So I'll send a message as, "Hey Beluga, what's up?" And now I'll send this message. So it takes a little bit time because there's a big process going on inside this. So let's see what happens once I click on this. Okay, so now y'all can see that the message has been sent. So this is the process of this message sending. So now let's join from Mr. Beluga's username and see how he views this message. So now y'all can see that over here, the last message I sent will be appeared. So now let's join from Mr. Beluga's username and password and see how he views the message. So I'll sign in. So I'll give Mr. Beluga's username. So I'll take it from the users list. Okay, so I'll give 07702358842 and the password as 1234. Okay, so before that, let me show you all the chats which has loaded over here. So now I send this message at this time. And over here, the status ID is 2, user from is this number, and user 2 is the Beluga. So this is the message, and this is how it saves to our database. And now I'll sign in from Mr. Beluga. Welcome to Chatify. Hello, Beluga. Okay, so now over here, y'all can see that Mr. Whiskers has sent a message. So let's see how it's loaded. Okay, so over here, y'all can see that in the left side, the message sent by Mr. Whiskers has been loaded. So now, as Mr. Beluga, let me send a message to Mr. Whiskers. And I'll send a message to Mr. Whiskers as, "Hey, Mr. Whiskers, long time no see." And then we'll send this message. So let's see how it's viewed. Oh, wait, it's Whiskers. That's fine. Okay, so let's see how it's viewed. Now y'all can see that the message Beluga sent comes in the right side. So I hope y'all have seen this in WhatsApp, Telegram, and Viber, that when we are sending a message, it comes in the right side. And when we are receiving a message, it comes from the left side. So let's join from Mr. Whiskers one and see how it's viewed. So again, I'll sign in from Mr. Whiskers' username and password 076 613 32 30, and I'll give the password as 2011, and then I'll sign in. Hello, Mr. Whiskers. And right. Now y'all can see that I have received the message, Hey, Mr. Whiskers. Long time no see, so it should be Whiskers. Okay, so now let's see what are the codes I have given to do this process. So let's begin by our chat page. So over here in my app.tsx, I have loaded this chat page at last. So over here in my chat.tsx, I have imported my components over here, imported use state, use effect, and use aria. And this is used for the animation. And then I have imported some icons, and I have imported my async storage. So async storage stands for the unique storage made for our app. Yes, so next I have exported our function chat, and over here I have added root, navigation. So now, next I have created a state. So I have created a state for our chat text and for our chat history. So we talked about the states in my previous videos as well. Next, I have created an async function. So we talked about this async function as well in our previous videos. So if we are using this await key in anywhere inside the function, then that function should become an async function. So next I have created a form because I'll be sending these details through the post method. And next I have assigned var user JSON text to await async storage, and I have get item user. Next I have assigned var user JSON object to the user JSON text, which is passed from the server side. Then I have append user JSON object to ID1 and root.params ID to ID2. Next, I have created an AJAX request, and if my ready state is equal to 4 and my status is equal to 200, then I should pass this response text and assign it to var response array, and I should set that to our set chat history. So then I have sent this to the server side load chat. So let's see what I have done in this load chat. Okay, so over here I have created the load chat PHP file. So over here, first I have taken the values I sent from the client side and I have assigned them to $user1 and user2. And then I have created a connection between our database. And then I have assigned $table to a query. Select all from chat, inner join status on, status ID should be equal to the state ID in the status table, where the user from is equal to $user1 we created above, and the user2 is equal to $user2 we created above, or user from is equal to $user2, and user2 is equal to $user1, and all of them should be ordered by date time in ascending order. So if you're clueless with these queries and all, don't forget to watch my database videos as well. So I have explained all of these queries and how to type these queries from A to Z, so y'all can watch them. Next, I have created an array and assigned it to $chat array. And inside this for loop, I have assigned $row to the data I have fetched the sock from the table. And then I have assigned a new std class to $chat object. And I have assigned the $chat object message. So the message from this chat object to the row message. So this row is the one we created above over here. And then I have set our dates over here. So I have created all the dates over here. And then if my row user from is equal to $user1, that means if the person who's sending me the message, if I'm sending the message, then it should be in the right side. But if I'm receiving the message, then it should be in the left side. So that's the basic thing happening over here. And then I have assigned $chat object status to stro lower to our $row type. And then over here, I have added the array and assigned it to $chat object. So next I have encoded this JSON object and encoded it. So this is what's happening on the load chat. So if I'm sending a message, it should come in the right side. If I'm receiving a message, it should come from the left side. Let's see what I have done in my TSX file again. So next I have created an async function called save chat. So over here, I have assigned await async storage get item user to var user JSON text. And then I have passed user JSON text from the server side and assigned it to var from user object. So inside this var request object, I have taken some values such as user from ID, from user object ID, and user2 ID should be equal to root.programs ID, and the message should be chat text. So we created them over here. And next, I have created a form because I'll be sending these details to the form method, post method. And then I have append this request JSON for this request object, which I have stringified. And then I have created Ajax request. And then, yes, I have sent these data in the post method to the save chat.php. So let's see what I have done in the save chat.php. So over here, I have created the file. So first, y'all can see that I have assigned $request JSON to $post request JSON we took from our client side in that async function. And next, y'all can see that $request object is equal to JSON decode this $JSON text. So we have decoded this, and I have assigned it to $request JSON object. Sorry, request object. And next, I have assigned this request object user2 ID to $2 ID, and this request object user from ID to from ID, $from ID, and request object message to $message, and this date to date time. And next, I have created a connection with our database, and then I have typed a query, an insert query, insert into chat user from, user2 message, date time, status ID, and the values likewise. And then if all of this has happened successfully, I should get an echo as success. So this is what happens in the save chat. So typically, technically, y'all can see that it inserts the data when we click that send button. So let me show y'all now where I have called these functions. So over here, I have created my UI. First, my save area view, and I have given a JSON style over here. So inside the styles object, the container class, something like that. And I have given my image background. And over here, I have added my navigation bar. And over here, I have added a touchable opacity. And next over here, I have added my scene time. So I took it from this root.param scene. And over here, I have added some styles with these video cam icons. So I showed y'all the documentation where y'all can get icons. And over here, I have added our flat list. So in this flat list, I have added the data as this chat history. So we added this in our state. And then I have rendered the item chat item. And I have added the style over here. So next, y'all can see that below that I have created another view where I have added a text input. So this text input is this part we created below. And then I have added a placeholder likewise. And for the unchanged text, I have given this function set chat text. And next, I have given a touchable opacity. And for that, I have called this function save chat. So even in WhatsApp, after we type a message, once we click the send button only, it will send a message. So over here, I have called the function save chat. And yes, so over here, I have given the function start with a set interval for this send request as 1000. And then I have used this use effect. So this use effect is something new we'll be using. So technically, this use effect is normally, let's think, you want something to happen while rendering this item or this UI. So the use effect does this. So while the UI is rendering, it calls this function start. So that's what's done by this use effect. So it's like you want something to do while rendering the item. So next I have returned the UI, and this is to navigate. And over here I have called another function for our chat item. So over here I have added item, and yes, inside, so this is our item UI. So we have called this in our flat list. And yes, so over here what I have done is, if the message side is equal to left, So let's think that I'm getting a message from someone, and if it's left, then the styles show that as chat view left. So I have added the styles over here, so y'all can see that there's lots of styles. So I have created many files over here. So y'all can look them. Okay. So I have aligned them according to left and right. And next I have added the item message over here, the time, and whether it's right or left, whether it's seen or not. So like that, I have created that. And over here, I have written my UI. So that's it for this chat application. So let me show y'all next what I have done in this home.tsx, like how I show the last message I have sent. So over here, in my item UI, y'all can see over here, item.message. So if I go to my server side and load users, over here I have coded that. So I showed you this in my previous video when we were talking about the home page. So if that person hasn't sent a message to y'all yet, you can see this tap here to chat with your buddy. So let me show y'all another feature of this chat application. So now y'all can chat with another user separately. So let me take this and I'll refresh it once again. And I'll sign in by Mr. Whiskers. 076-613-3230, and I'll give the password. And now I'll sign in. And now I want to chat with Mr. Skittles. So he's also one of Mr. Whiskers' friend. So let's chat with Mr. Skittle and let's send a message to Skittle as, hey there, Skittle. And we can send this. And it will be loaded to the database, saving this one's name. So let's see what happens. Yes. So once we go to the database and reload it, you can see that the user from and the user to is separate. So that's all for this chat application. So I hope you understood what I explained. So thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. So this is it for this series of React Native. So we completed the whole functions of this chat application. Sign up, sign in, home, and chat. So that's all for this chat application I have created. So thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. So I'll be back with a new series of videos. So until then, stay tuned, have a nice day, and bye.